Well, hello, friends. I'm so excited to share with you one of my dearest friends, and she's in the Awakening Authors, the Mastermind. She's also has some books being published right now. We're working on a book together. I'm so excited. Randa Stratton Dutcher, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Anytime with you is a good time.
I know it is. It's always fun. And
Yeah.
today we're going to be talking about this collaboration book experience that you and I are putting together with Freedom House, with Your Genius, with this passion in your soul. So before we jump in, why don't you just share who you are, just so anyone who's watching this gets an idea of who Randa is.
Thank you. I am Randa Stratton Dutcher. I'm a mom of 5. I'm married to my husband twice. We divorced and remarried. And I'm an Arizona girl. I love Arizona. I'm a singer, songwriter, now an author. I'm a relationship coach and a gift medium.
So fun. All the things. All the things. I love it. You know that. I am really excited because the book that you came to me with this idea. So Freedom House created this whole new experience 2022 called Book Collaboration Experiences. We put the Divine Collaboration book out. You were an author in it. And then we put the Untold Stories of Motherhood just went out. We have 2 new collaboration books. They'll be launching, one in July, one in August. So it's this whole idea that more voices can be more powerful than one on a topic that most people can relate to. And the reason being is that when one person tells their story, it's easy for a reader to feel like, okay, well, it worked for them, but how could it really work for me? When we have a book filled with 15 to 25 authors telling their stories around the same topic, a reader walks away with massive hope. Like, if it could work for them, it can work for me. And that's why I'm so passionate about these collaboration books. So you came to me with an idea, and I would love for you to share what this collaboration book is.
So I think it was back in November of last year. We had just finished our one-on-one coaching, and you opened up this author mastermind. It was super uncomfortable for me, but I knew I've got to get this book out that I've been wanting to write for 7 years about my marriage, divorce, and remarriage. And one morning, as I was meditating this thought and kind of like a download, like almost a vision, I saw all these people with relationships like mine, with relationships that had broken, the things that they had gone through, the resiliency that they found, the healing that they found. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not supposed to do this alone. This is not just my story. This is not just my breakthroughs and the things that I learned. This has to be with more people. And so I think I kind of talked to you about it at that time, but I just put it to the side. You had not even brought up this collaboration book. And it was a month and a half later that you said, we're going to do this collaboration book. And I was like, what? I need to do that, but with my stuff. And then again, I just set it to the side, like, oh, I don't think I can do that. And then a couple months ago, you were like, are you a yes? And I was like, I'm a yes. I am a yes to this. And it has shifted. It is now split into sister books. So I have my relationship and marriage book with my husband that we're doing together. And then we have this collaboration book that we're talking about today that is all about your relationship, whatever that relationship is, that has broken, that has brought you resiliency and healing in a way that you didn't think possible, because in the hard, in the brokenness, that is really where the healing begins. It's almost like if we were a broken vase, right? That's like our relationship. It's broken on the floor. And then all of a sudden, God hands you the glue. And the glue is what pieces it all back together. And it may not be that this is like the same relationship. It might be this is your relationship with yourself, or it's a relationship with God, or it's a relationship with your body, or a coworker, or a family member, or a parent, or an ancestor. Like the gamut of relationships is available to all of us, and we all have them. And that is what we want in this book is, what was the glue that was handed to you? What are the breakthroughs you found? And then what sort of relationship was that?
I love this. I love that you pulled it out of just being like marriages, right? Because it kind of started there. And then it's like
Yeah.
you really saw like, oh my gosh, no, it's all relationships.
Yeah.
And there's not one person on this earth who doesn't have experience with relationship, because we
Right.
do. We have relationships with our bodies, with ourselves, with God, with siblings and parents. Like we all live in relationships. And it's like the thing that like we don't talk a lot about, right? It's almost like
Yeah.
it's so close to home that it's just not, like we don't bring it to the table enough. But what I love is that you're talking about what happened in the break. Not like, okay, tell me your happy ever after story. No, like what happened to you in the break, in the breakdown of the
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
And I love that already we have authors who've said yes to being in this collaboration book. We've got your husband is writing about his relationship with what, business? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then can you share what you were writing your chapter about?
Yeah. So my chapter is going to be about the relationship with my body. That until this year, like within the last 12 months, I would say, I really had this horrible relationship with my body of like I just hated my body. Like it didn't matter what it did or how much it supported me, how it looked. It didn't matter any of those things. I just did not want to have this body. And the breakthrough that I have had in that, this body is really taking care of me, and there's there's no reason to hate it. And that there's so much more. I can't even get into it. It's like it's going to be a long story, but it's going to be a really powerful one, because I know that I'm not the only one that has dealt with body image issues, or a break in relationship with their body, or being grateful for it, or seeing that our bodies really have taken care of us.
Oh, it's so beautiful. And what I love so much about what we're going to bring together in this book is that we're finding the gifts in the broken, right? Like, hey, when that relationship with your body broke, you have now found the gifts. And the gifts were like the glue that you were talking about, right? Like, what did people find bless them in the middle of their hell with whatever relationship it is? And that is going to bring so much value to every single reader, because every reader is going to find themselves in at least one story, if not multiple stories. And sometimes we can't see the nose on our face, right? Or like always. So it's like when somebody else can show you their story and show you how they found their gifts, it now allows you as the reader to go, oh my gosh, I never saw the gifts that came from this moment. And that is really what I think the results of this book is going to be. Is it's going to help people see the things they never even knew were there. Right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. It's like you have a best friend, and you want that best friend to tell you if you have something on your face, in your teeth, or your zippers down. But the truth is, we honestly don't always want to know, especially if it's a really deep brokenness.
Yeah.
But because we get to have experience here on earth and in our relationships, that is the showing of us, oh, you've got a booger, you've got something in your teeth. And then eventually we have to address it.
Yeah. So
And
much.
being able to be like, oh, okay, I acknowledge that. Now I can take care of it. The healing of that is what really pulls us through those experiences.
I love it. So let's open this up. This call is really to help us find the authors who are supposed to be in this book. We are like sending out this sound wave to those who have a desire to share their story, share their story of whatever relationship was broken. I'm feeling also inspired to share like leaving religion. That's a relationship.
Yes.
A break in
Yep.
religion, a break in family structures, wherever the break has been. As somebody who's experienced it, do you feel we're calling to people right now? Do you feel the call to share that story? And if you feel this pull in your heart, you don't have to worry about how it's going to go. I know most people will feel this like, oh my gosh, I want to be a part of this, but I'm not a very good writer. I've heard it from so many of our authors like, oh,
Mhm.
I'm horrible at spelling. Guess what? We got you. That's why we call it a book collaboration experience, because it's
Yeah.
an experience. You are going to join us, and I'm actually going to coach every author 4 sessions on how to sacred write, which is the work
Yeah.
that I do. I teach people how to channel their books. So everybody who's a part of this will actually get to be able to learn the tools and the practices that we do in the mastermind that have helped people bring their books, their full books, through in only a few short months. Everybody who does this, they will write their chapters so quickly. And then Randa is going to have 2 coaching sessions with everyone as a group, supporting them through the process. And then everybody's chapter is professionally edited by one of the editors that we use at Freedom House. So if the pull is there, if the yes is there, we got you on the other side. All you have to do is lean into the yes, and know that like we're here as your support team to help you bring through this chapter so that you get to really heal, because that's actually top priority, is that when you write your chapter, you heal in ways you didn't know was possible. But then number 2, or B, what are we doing here? A's and B's? Sure. B, you get to become a published author. You get to become a published author by fall 2022, which is extraordinary. And this book is going to go and change so many people's lives. I'll speak from my own knowingness of like watching the world. Since 2020, relationships have been a mess, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody's lives got turned upside down. And that means relationships everywhere. Everyone had to start looking inside. Everyone had to look at their partners, look at their relationship with their kids. Everything kind of broke. The world
Yeah.
needs this book right now.
Yeah. Can I speak to what you
Yeah.
just said? Can I just tell you, I almost did not graduate high school because I almost failed English.
Mm.
I got a B in my sophomore year, but every other year of high school, junior high, English, my worst subject, I failed out of it in college. I actually didn't finish college because I went to go back and do English 101 and I couldn't do it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just not good at that. I'm not good at that. Math, give me math any day.
Yeah.
The confidence that came when I could say I'm a published author and I wrote a chapter, because it's not about just you and you don't have to do it on your own. There's an editor. We get to be coached by Kira. You get to have some coaching sessions with me, and to be able to have that much support, and with the tools that Kira teaches and how to channel your book, you can't lose. There's like no lose here. So what I would say to anyone who has had any sort of, oh, I think I want to do that, it's like $100 bill flying across your face and you're standing on a street corner and it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Are you going to grab it? Are you going to grab it now? Or are you going to let it pass you by and let someone else grab it? Because when we say yes in the first 5 to 10 seconds, I know this is like some sort of study I heard about. When we say yes in the first 5 to 10 seconds, it doesn't drop down and dampen who you are. When you say yes, it brings you up and out and into the light faster. And that's with any decision, I think. Even waking up in the morning, if you can get up in the first 5 to 10 seconds that you're up, it just pulls you into a greater energy. So what I also know is anything can be figured out. Finances can be figured out. Time can be figured out. Whatever your conversation is, it's your conversation in other areas of your life that are holding you back. So don't let it hold you back here.
That's so good. It's so good. Honor the wish of your soul.
Mm.
right? Like when the soul speaks, honor it, because when you honor it, that's the place of magic. And I've watched you, Randa, as we've worked together for the last few years, that you have honored your soul time and time again, no matter what fear showed up, no matter what got in the way. And now I just get to stand back and just watch in pure awe of who you are and what you're doing in the world and what you're creating to make a difference in humanity. And it didn't come because it was easy, and it didn't come because it was like, sure, I'll do this. Like you had to stay like 2 feet in, you had to step in and say, my soul says this, my soul wishes for me to say yes. And so it's just like such an honor to watch your path, and such an honor to collaborate with you. This book is going to be a book that literally changes people's lives in all the ways. And so I'm just so excited for all the authors. We're going to have a link below for people to join us. We're going to do a live call next Tuesday where people can come and talk to us and ask us questions, all on Zoom. So anybody and everywhere can come. And that way, if there's something holding you back, we're here committed to helping you have a breakthrough so that you can be an author in this book.
Okay, so I have an invitation.
Yeah.
If someone is a yes, if you are a yes and you have a but, bring the but to the live call and type it in and let us talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be the only one with that but. And on the other side of that is the healing or the results you're looking for in your life. Because when we say yes to our soul, things crack open and we move through healing in a faster way.
I love it. Yes, 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 a million times. So everyone who's watching this, join us next week. If you are a hot yes right now, I'm also going to put the link below for you to just apply, right? Yep. Just like Randa said, in that first 5 to 10 seconds, if you just can feel it in your body, just apply today. And you can come to the live event as well. But the live event will be there to support you through any questions that you may have, and really help you get into the space of like, you can actually do this. You can become a published author this year and put your words into a story that will change other people's lives. Randa, is there anything else you want to share before we head out?
Thank you for watching this. Thank you for just listening. And if you're a yes, I'm so excited to talk to you.
Yes. Amen to that. Now we are off to take care of all 10 of our children.
Yes.
Let's just bring that to the table. You got 5 kids in the other room, and I got 5 kids in the other room. And somehow our angels held 30 minutes of pure silence. So if that's not a miracle, I don't know what.
There's your witness.
So witness today. All right. Have a magical day, and we will see you all next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.